You were told to look on the bright side. So you did. You failed at something that mattered, and you told yourself the words, "It's fine, I did my best. I'll do better next time." And you felt the sting go quiet. And nothing changed. Not that month, not that year. You ran the same play, got the same result, and said the same sentence over it. Here is what nobody told you. When you reframe a failure to make it hurt less, you are not healing from it. You are teaching your own brain that the failure was survivable, tolerable, acceptable. And a brain that has filed something as acceptable has no reason on earth to change it. The pain was not the injury. The pain was the instruction. And you deleted it. There are 10 of these. 10 laws about the machine you are running every hour of your life. Most of them will contradict something you paid to be told. 1. You've told yourself the loop is productive, that lying awake, turning it over, is diligence, that the man who thinks about it for 6 hours is thinking harder than the man who thinks about it for 6 minutes. He isn't. And here's the reason, and it's physical. The neurons you use to plan are the neurons you use to worry. The same circuit that runs strategy runs rumination. Same real estate. One tool, 2 jobs, and it cannot do both at once. So overthinking is not thinking harder about the problem. Overthinking is the problem seizing the machine that was built to solve it, which explains the thing you never understood about yourself. Why 6 hours of turning it over produces nothing. No plan, no decision, no move. You didn't lack the tool. The tool was already in use, running the loop that was supposed to find the answer. You are not deliberating. You are jamming your own signal. To run that loop long enough, and it stops being a habit you have. It becomes architecture you live in. Chronic rumination floods the body with cortisol. Cortisol shrinks the hippocampus. That's memory, that's context. That's the part of you that knows when a thing happened and whether it is over. It destabilizes the amygdala. The amygdala is your alarm. So understand what actually happened to you that night. You were sitting with friends. Nothing was wrong. The room was safe. The people were people who love you. And your chest went tight, and your hands went cold, and something in you said, "Run." And there was nowhere to run to, because there was nothing there. You called it out of nowhere. It was not out of nowhere. It was an alarm system you personally rebuilt, one rep at a time, over years, until it started calling danger on an empty room. You did not inherit that. You trained it. 3. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross spent decades in rooms with the dying, not in a lab. In the room at the end, when the performance stops and there's nothing left in a man but what was always there. And she came out of those decades with this. Every emotion you have ever had reduces to 2 roots: love and fear, happiness, empathy, belonging, certainty, acceptance, wonder. Those are not 6 things. That's one thing, love, wearing 6 sets of clothes. And the other side, grief, shame, apathy, uncertainty, abandonment, anger. Every single one of those is fear in a costume. Your rage is fear. Your bitterness is fear. Your contempt for that man you can't stand is fear. Your need to control the room, the schedule, the people in your house, that is fear. And it has been fear the entire time, and you've been calling it standards. And here is the mechanism nobody teaches you. You cannot hold both at once. They do not coexist, not for a second, which means every negative state you have ever been trapped in was a fear state. And every fear state is a vacancy. It is the room where the other thing should have been standing. So stop asking yourself what you feel. That question has never once helped you. Because the costume is convincing and you designed it. Ask which of the two it is. The costume comes off immediately. 4. Now back to where we started. Because there's a rule buried under it, and the rule has an edge. Bright-siding is not weakness, it is medicine for exactly one category of thing. The things you cannot control. A death, a diagnosis, a person who chose to leave and was never going to choose otherwise. Reframe those. Look for the light in those. That is not denial, that is survival, and refusing it isn't strength. It's just pride wearing a black coat. But the things you can control, the work you half finished and submitted anyway, the relationship you are letting go quiet, the body you are negotiating with, the business you keep almost starting. Sit in that pain. Do not soften it. Do not manage it. Do not journal it into something gentler. Because the discomfort is the correction signal. It is the only mechanism you have that reliably moves a grown man. Reframe it, and you have anesthetized the surgeon. Comfort where you have no power. Discomfort where you do. Get that backwards, and you will spend your entire life calm and stationary. 5. Seek happiness, and the moment you do, you set an expectation. And an unmet expectation is the clinical definition of grief. So the hunt itself manufactures the exact thing you were hunting away from. You feel it every time. Bad mood, so you put on the music that used to work. Put on the show. Scroll until the noise covers it. And the second the distraction ends, it comes back stronger than it was before you started. Because you never faced it. You held a door shut with your shoulder and called it healing. And the thing on the other side just got patient. Happiness is not a destination you march toward. It is what walks in when you stop marching. You already know this law. You learned it about love years ago, the hard way. It's the same law. It was always the same law. 6. You think you buried it. You didn't. The mind processes what you refuse to process. It just does it underneath, in the dark, on the clock, for years. The stress load lands on the hippocampus either way. You are not consciously feeling it, and you are still paying for it, every month, with interest, on a debt you told yourself you settled. And the alternative is not wallowing. Understand that. Wallowing is suppression with extra noise. It's the same refusal to look, performed louder. The alternative is to sit with it, non-judgmental. No label of good, no label of bad. You are not the emotion. You are the room it moves through. So let it move. It leaves on its own schedule, but only if you stop barricading the exit. 7. Adrenaline, cortisol, heart rate up, tunnel vision, breath gone shallow and high in the chest. That's fear. That is also the man standing at the edge of the platform who paid money to be there, who saved for it, who waited 9 months for the date. Same chemicals, same signal, identical readout. The body cannot tell them apart because there is nothing to tell apart. The only variable in the entire system is the label you assign it, and the label is yours. It has always been yours, which is why the men who spend their lives avoiding fear don't end up safe. They end up on the other list, settling, people-pleasing, saying yes to things they resent, to people they don't respect, out of a fear of rejection they'd never say out loud, making commitments as a defense, calling paralysis patience, calling a cage stability, vulnerability, risk, exposure, not knowing. That is not the price of the life you want. That's the address. 8. Every emotion in this system has a strength and a weakness. Every one of them. Happiness has a weakness. Fear has a gift. Except this one. Regret is neutral. No inherent gift, no inherent poison. It is the only genuinely raw material you carry, ore, not metal. Dwell on it, and it metabolizes into anxiety and shame and indecision. That's the man who can't make a call today, because he's still litigating a call from 9 years ago. Still cross-examining himself over a decision made by someone who no longer exists, with information that no longer applies. Extract the lesson, and the same ore becomes the sharpest instrument you will ever own, because nothing on this earth teaches like the thing that cost you. Same emotion, 2 destinies, 1 decision, and you don't make it once. You make it every morning on the same regret for as long as you carry it. 9. You are taught that anger is the beast in you, that the disciplined man is the man who never shows it. That's backwards. Suppressed anger is the beast. Anger held down does not dissolve. It pressurizes. And then it comes out sideways, at the wrong person, over the smallest thing, at the people in your house who did absolutely nothing to earn it. You didn't lose your temper over the dishes. You lost 11 years of temper, and the dishes were just where the seal failed. Expressed clean, anger is 3 things. It is motivation. It will make you finally say the sentence that good manners kept in your throat for a decade. It is boundary. Understand this one. Every confrontation you avoided told the other person that what they were doing to you is permitted. Your silence was not peace. It was a signed authorization. And it is self-insight. Because when you trace it back, really trace it, past the trigger, to the root, you will find, more often than is comfortable, that the fault was never theirs. Anger is not the opposite of control. Anger is what the control is for. 10 hor. Last one. And it's the one you're going to want to dismiss, because it sounds small next to the other 9. Look at the room you're sitting in right now. Every unfinished pile in it is an open loop. You're not consciously looking at it, but the subconscious is, and it's running background process on every single one, every hour you spend in there. The pile by the door, the drawer you don't open, the thing you've been meaning to deal with since March. That mess is not a character flaw, it's a readout. It is your own mind reporting, in the only language it has, that it is overcapacity. And here's the part that should genuinely unsettle you. Put a man in a dirty room, and he becomes measurably more judgmental. Not about the room, about everything. His standards for other people harden. His generosity contracts. His verdicts come faster and land harsher, and he will defend every one of them as principle. Your convictions are not as fixed as you believe they are. They are downstream of your surroundings. You cannot declutter a mind while living inside a cluttered one. The room and the man are the same system. They always were. 10 laws. You will not remember 10. Nobody remembers 10. So take the one that made you uncomfortable, the one you're already building the argument against, right now, in your head, while I'm still talking. That discomfort was the correction signal. You know what to do with it now.